Hi, I'm Yvonne from Pree Designs. Today I'm going to show you how to make this impossible card. It's a great little layout. I've redesigned it to fit into a C6 envelope, which is our Australian standard size, using centimetres. It's a great design. It sits flat, and on this one I've used some of the products in our Share What You Love bundle of products. The bundle is available in our 2018-19 catalogue, and as a sneak peek and available as of the 1st of May, we've got 3 different size bundles that you can order. You can have a look at my online store. All the bundles come with this stamp set, which is Love What You Do. Bundle number 2 also comes with this additional stamp set, which is Make a Difference, a great alphabet stamp set. You've got lots of letters in a couple of different fonts and numbers as well, and a couple of nice little sets of words to go on the back of your cards. The third bundle also comes with a third stamp set, which is the Statement of My Heart, which is our Stampin' Up statement. So depending on your budget as to what bundle you might like, then also we have a beautiful set of designer series paper. It's available in 12 inch by 12 inch. You get 2 of each of the 6 designs. And here I've just laid it out so that you can easily see all of the designs. And these are front and back, front and back. Being a specialty paper, it has a beautiful finish to some of the different papers in here. And I've used this particular one on the Impossible card that I've made today. The final product that I want to show you in the bundle is the Share What You Love embellishment kit. It's a gorgeous box. Once you've finished the products, you could use it as a little card box and give that as a gift. But inside we've got little tags, we've got baker's twine, some beautiful little rose embellishments which are stick-on. Get a collection of those if you can see them. Some little paper clips. So lots of nice things to put on your cards and perhaps even your memory keeping pages or your scrapbook pages. So I need my paper trimmer, and I've taken a piece of the cardstock. I've already pre-cut it at 15 centimetres by 10.5 centimetres. The first thing that I'm going to do is put it in a portrait orientation and just mark the center point. So it is 10.5 centimetres across there, so I want to get 5.25 centimetres. So I've got it snugged right up in the top there, and just drawing a pencil line through the center, and that will give me an easy reference point as to where to stop and start my cut lines. Then on the right hand side, I'm putting my cardstock up to the 3 centimetre mark, bringing my blade up to the very top, and I'm just going to cut from the top of the card designer series paper down to that pencil mark, which is at the 5.25 centimetre. Lift my ruler, and then I'm going to do exactly the same on the other side. Stampin' Up trimmers make it nice and easy because you've got that 3 centimetre mark on both sides. I can leave my trimmer blade there because I know it's in exactly the right spot, which will match my other side, and then take it up to the top of the card. Lifting my ruler again. Then I want to take the designer series paper cardstock along to the midpoint, which I know the cardstock measures 15 centimetres, so halfway through is 7.5 centimetres. And I'm going to take my cutting blade from the bottom up to that midpoint pencil mark, and then lift my blade up. So this cardstock designer series paper, it's a specialty designer series paper, will work beautifully for this design because it's nice and sturdy. I'm just going to grab my scissors because I haven't quite cut that through, and just trim that all the way through. Then that will give me a nice neat finish. Okay, then what I need to do is I need to twist the card. So I want to twist this bit. You can see on the right hand side, I'm twisting that with my fingers underneath, putting it down on my work surface, and then bringing that front section across to match up. Again, I haven't quite cut that through, so I'm just going to snip that because I want these top pieces to line up perfectly. So I'm just manipulating that and just squashing that down with my finger, grabbing in my bone scorer, and then I'll just burnish that so I have a nice fold. Then I'm going to bring that top piece and again match it up to that bottom bit. Again, I haven't quite got that cut all the way through. Remembering this is a handmade card, so sometimes you have to do a little adjustments. I've lined it up beautifully here, so again I'm going to push that down by hand. Once I'm happy with it, then just burnish that through. And that is the basis of the Impossible card. Now I'm just going to bring in my eraser and just rub out those pencil lines because I don't need those anymore, and then I'm going to decorate my card. So I just flip it back to the way I want it. So the first piece I'm going to bring in is a piece to make a detail through here, and that measures 8.5 by 4.75. I like to make my mats 1/2 centimetre in total different to my base piece. So I'm just going to bring in my Grapefruit Grove ink pad, and I'm going to use the watermark stamp from the Love What You Do, and I'm just going to put a nice light impression on my piece of cardstock. I've stamped off so it's not too dark, and that's just given me a nice little base to work with. Then I'm going to bring in my embossing buddy and just, oh, it's very powdery, just go over the top of that to get any fingerprints off. And then I'm bringing in my Statement of the Heart stamp, and I'm going to Versamark that and silver emboss it. So just using my Versamark ink pad over the top, turn it around the right way, not that it really matters for here, and then just stamp that and cover that in silver embossing powder. And then I'll just turn off the video while I emboss that. So I've just silver embossed that, and whoops, then to finish off the edges nicely, I'm just going to use our new Trio punch and just round off the corners. A nice easy punch to use, and you've got these markers at the side so that you can line it up and get a nice rounded edge. Okay, so that's that bit done. Then the next bit, we'll bring the card back in, so that's going to sit on there. Then the next bit, I've cut a piece of Blackberry Bliss, which is a returning in colour, and that little mat is 4.5 by 6.5. I'm then going to bring in one of our beautiful little kits, and that's this kit here, the Share What You Love little kit. Comes in a gorgeous little box, lots of little bits and pieces in here. I've already tied some of the baker's twine around one of the little paper clips and got that ready. There's some other little embellishments in here, and then I'm going to use one of the little tags. There's larger tags in here as well, but I just want to pop out one of these. These are all laser cut, so nice and easy to use. Pop that back in there. Bring back my stamping mat, and then I'm just going to stamp on there with one of the thank you words here. And also while I'm at it, I'll stamp my envelope because I always like to make a matching envelope. So now I've just got the thank you stamp. I'm just going to stamp that a little bit low to the base of the tag because I want to put that little paper clip on. And then just bringing in an envelope and stamping in Rich Razzleberry because that's another of the colours in the designer series paper, and then just stamping the floral detail there. So I can pop my envelope up there for when I'm finished. I want to just put this little paper clip on here, just a nice little added detail. Pop that around there. And then I'm going to put it all together. So then I'm just going to soften the edges of my feature piece here, just with a little pear pizzazz on a bit of sponge. Okay, and then that's ready to go onto the card base. As you can see, that I did a stamp on the back of this piece, but I wasn't happy with it. That's ready to go on here. Taking the papers off. Take the papers off and put that on my card front. I could matte this, but I really want to show off that beautiful designer series paper at the back. A little bit of multi-purpose glue to put down my matte piece. Couple more dimensionals on the back of my little tag. Oops, and I'm coming to the end of my dimensional pack. There's one more there. That's it, almost finished. Then I'm just going to cut a piece of matting and stamp to go on that side. I've got to get used to all these names. Grapefruit Grove and my paper piercing mat, which I've just covered with the scrap paper. Stamp the floral detail, which is the same floral detail as the envelope. A little bit of multi-purpose glue. Stick that down on that piece just to add a little bit more interest. And that is my card finished. So I'm just closing up the ink pad. So that is an impossible card, very easy to make. So there's the card all finished with the matching envelope. Here's another one that I've made. This time I used cardstock. Okay, cardstock as my base, and then I decorated it with designer series paper. So easy to do either way, with designer series paper as the base or as cardstock as the base. Hope you've enjoyed watching. Thanks for taking the time to see my video.